Hello and welcome to Bruce Springsteen Guitar Lessons. Hope you're all staying safe and well during these crazy times. So today's lesson is going to be a live version of Bruce's Streets of Fire from Darkness on the Edge of Town. Thanks very much to patron Luca Solari for the request. Be sure to follow the end of the video just in case I go through any parts that aren't in the walkthrough. So what I'll do now is play the whole song through and you'll see tab appear on the screen. Then I'll come back and break down the individual parts. See you in a bit. Hello and welcome back. Hope you enjoyed that walkthrough. So now what we're going to do is go through all the individual parts. Okay, so this version is based on a live recording in Atlantic Studios in New York City in 1977. So quite an early version of this song. It's a really cool kind of version. And this song's in the key of A major. Okay, so let's go through the chords first. So what we've got is A major. Bruce often plays these A majors where he's kind of barring the second fret and the D, the G and the B strings, and then just playing the middle sort of 4 strings, kind of like that. Okay, then you've got F sharp minor. So these F sharp minor chords, he actually plays it again. He doesn't play the full bar here. I think it's just an ease thing, and also you can still get a really cool sound out of this. So fret wise, you put your third finger on the fourth fret of the A string, little finger on the fourth fret of the D, then barring the G, the B and the E strings. You've got a kind of, I mean the tab, it will say F sharp over C sharp, which basically means you're playing an F sharp chord, but technically it's a C sharp as the root note. Okay, so then we've got a D5 power chord. It could well be playing a D major in places as well. A D5 is simply just a D major chord, but you're blocking off the E string, so it's a bit of a thicker kind of sounding chord. Bands like AC/DC use kind of open power chords. Bruce uses them a lot as well. So you've got D5, so open D string, second fret G, and then third fret B. You can get away with playing this from the open A string as well. That's D5, and then we've got B minor. There's a few other versions of this where I think sometimes you might not even be playing the minor, you might be playing like a power chord, kind of power chord like that, or a sus4 chord, but I think he's playing a B minor chord. So this is a standard B minor bar chord, so 2 fret wise from the A string, 2, 4, 4, 3, 2. Sometimes Bruce also plays it, if you've seen some other videos, I think Don't Look Back, I think it was, where he plays the B minor like this without the root note on the A string. But for this video, we're going to do standard B minor, so 2, 4, 4, 3, 2, okay, and playing from the A string. Cool, and then you've also got an E major chord, classic E major chord. Okay, so fret wise 0, 2, 2, 1, 0, 0. Okay, so standard E major chord. Cool, so I think the bulk of the guitar playing is actually quite simple, this song. The guitar solo is obviously quite fiddly, but yeah, most of the stuff is actually happening. It's quite a simple but really effective guitar part, and then you've also got the layers of the piano and things like that, which I've aimed to put through in the backing track that I've made. Again, I'm not Roy Bittan, but I've done some basic chords and some of the cool little riffs that Roy does. And obviously you've got the bass, and you've got the really kind of nice simple drum beat, and obviously the powerful vocals as usual. So so only five chords, which is great. Now rhythm wise, the main thing really here is in the intro and the verse sections, it's better to kind of arpeggiate the chords. So instead of going like this, okay, so the sound you're getting in the chorus sections, he's kind of arpeggiating, so it's slight separation between all of the notes. You've got this, think of it as also strumming a little bit slower, kind of like that, so you can hear the different, he's definitely doing that in the intro and the kind of verses. So, and also dynamics wise, tone it down a little bit in the verses, and it allows you to kind of rock out a bit more in the choruses. So, and rhythm wise, basically you've got the main beats are kind of strumming wise on the 1 and the and, or so you've got 1, 2 and 3. So on the 1 and the and of 2. So you've got 1, 2 and 3. So I'm kind of resting on the first half of beat 2. And the first note is a crotchet or a quarter note. So 1, 2 and 3, 4. 1, 2 and 3, 4. I'm also going to put the song structure up on the screen now. That should help you as well. So the song's in brackets, basically where you've got 2 chords in that particular bar. So the A in F sharp minor in brackets, it just means 1 bar, but you've just got 2 chords in that particular bar. Okay, so yes, what we'll do is we'll go through the verse sections first. This is the first verse, second verse and third verse, all pretty much exactly the same. Again, you're kind of arpeggiating those chords. So 1, 2 and 3, 4, and you've got A to F sharp minor 4 times in the first verse. In the intro, you've got it twice. So first verse, A to F sharp minor 4 times. 1, 2 and 3, 4. Then 1, 2 and 3, 4, and 1, 2 and 3, 4, and 1, 2 and 3, 4. Then you got D5 to B minor, exactly the same rhythm. You can do that twice. So 1, 2, and 3, 4. 1, 2, and 3, 4. Then back to the A to F sharp minor twice. 1, 2, and 3, 4, and 1, 2, and 3, 4. Now again, it's quite hard to make out exactly what he's playing for this next bit. Again, he will vary it up all the time live. I've seen a few different versions where he's actually playing different guitar kind of voicings and things like that. But he seems to be playing this kind of embellishing on the chords and doing a little bit more than just on the 1 and the and of 2. So he's kind of doing this. This is what I think he's doing roughly, okay? So think of your normal down, down, up, down, up pattern, which I've gone through in lots of the videos. So check out some of the other videos. This is a very common strumming pattern, not even for Bruce, but for everyone, for loads of bands. You got this 1, 2, and 3, and 4. So what I've suggested here is not going full pelt. He's kind of almost doing a bit of strumming and almost kind of picking some of the notes as well. So this standard down, down, up, down, up is where you've got 1 crotchet or quarter note, 6 quavers or eighth notes, and one of them is tied on beat 3. So the main strumming pattern would normally be 1, 2, and 3, and 4, and. Okay, so that's down, down, up, down, up. I think what he's doing more so, and again you've got the bass. Gary is doing some this kind of same sort of rhythm. You can kind of hear that. So what Bruce is doing is kind of, I think, something like this: down, down, up, down, up, down, down, up, down, up. So something like that, where you're going kind of the third one, kind of get some of those trebly strings ringing, and then the rest of it kind of keep it to the kind of 2 or 3 strings, you know, the E, the D, and the G strings, and maybe a few others. So you can mix it up, but that rhythm works really well. So you're going down, down, up, down, down, up, down, up. Or you could do something like this. As long as you're kind of getting that rhythm in there, the down, down, up, down, up, and then you can feel free to embellish it as well. Again, don't forget to check the tab as well, and slow down the videos using the YouTube icon, the cog icon. You can just slow down any of the walkthrough videos, which is quite handy, you know, because you can see the tab pop in and out. Okay, so that's the E major. So you're going to do that for 2 bars, and then you go back to the D to the B minor for 2 bars. So what I'll do is I'll just play the whole of the verse section. Okay, so start off with A, F sharp minor, 4 times. So 1, 2, and 3, 4, and 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 1, 2, and 3, and 4, and 1, 2, and 3, and 4, and 1, 2, and 3, 4, and 1, 2, and 3, 4, and. Cool, okay, so it's nice and simple. Again, you can do the same sort of thing. You can change it up a little bit if you want. I definitely think those kind of arpeggiating the chords, so you're not going all at the same time. You can hear those separation between the notes. Cool, so then the chorus sections, again, I've watched a few live videos. I think the Paramount one is, the Paramount Theatre is a great one because you can see them all up close as well. Again, Bruce does vary up his live performances all the time, so they're never quite the same. As long as you've got the main gist, get some of his techniques down, that's the main thing. So the chorus, I think what you're doing is kind of obviously a bit more explosive, and then I'm suggesting, even though you're kind of doing the same thing, to strum it slightly differently. So instead of going 1, 2, and 3, 4, you're going to do the same rhythm. We're going to go 1, 2, 3, 4, and 1, 2, and 3. You can almost put a kind of, instead of the rest, you can always put a kind of percussive strum and mute the strings. So 1, 2, and 3, 4. So kind of hit the strings, but they're all muted. that's something you can do instead of using a rest. So 1, 2, and 3, 4, and so play around with that. So there I've got kind of down, and then on the end of 2 and doing an upstroke. So going 1, 2, and 3, 4, 1, 2, and 3, 4, and that's 4 times in the first chorus, second chorus, and in the final chorus you're just basically doing it 9 times, I think, on this version. Kind of fades out on this recording, but yeah, basically just nice and simple for the chorus sections, but again a bit more energy to it. Cool, so then we've basically got the chords underneath the guitar solo. So again, all guitar solos available on Patreon. This one will be available probably tomorrow night, going through guitar solo. But this goes through the chords that lie underneath the guitar solo, okay? So what we've got is basically a verse section, and then an extra 4 rounds of that A to F sharp minor. But what I suggest, I think, is to do kind of the strumming style that you did in the chorus sections, okay? So what I'll do is I'll go through the whole of the chords in the guitar solo, okay? So you've got A to F sharp minor 4 times. 2, 4, 1, 2, and 3, 4, and 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 1, 2, 3, and 4, and 1, 2, and 3, and 4, and 1, 2, and 3, and 4, 1, 2, and 3, and 4, and 1, 2, and 3, and 4, 2, and 3, and 4, and 1, 2, and 3, and 4, and 1, 2, and 3, and 4, and cool, so have fun with that. Again, it's not too difficult a song if you're comfortable kind of with the F sharp minor and the B minors, and so rhythm is quite simple, but again really effective. And as usual with Bruce, it's all about all those layers of all the other instruments. So hope you've enjoyed the video. Any comments or suggestions, feel free to leave in the comments section. Give it a big thumbs up if you enjoyed the video, and yes, I will see you next week. Thanks very much for watching. Cheers, bye.